big shout out to R&J's. Big special thanks from them, from the Aaron and Austin Show, for stepping up and being an official sponsor. We really love having them around.
Probably some of the best whiskey selection in town. Go check them out over there at Douglas and Hillside. Tell them Aaron and Austin sent you.
The Aaron and Austin Show is brought to you by Slow Coast Studios, Wichita's home for EPKs, live recording, podcasts, really any audio-visual stuff that you might need.
Get with PK Pest Management for all of your pest control needs, 316-305-7108. For any termite inspections or anything under the sun, we'll take care of any problem that you have.
Sacred Leaf is Wichita's favorite CBD store. They grow their own fields out in Colorado. They make a lot of their own products. Stop by, see Nikki, tell them Aaron and Austin sent you.
Get with JEllis Kitchen. They are turning Mondays into Taco Tuesdays over there at the Shamrock Pop-Up. We love everything that JEllis
It's like
is
a
doing.
Taco Tuesday pregame.
They got fried tacos that they do all the time.
With this really good like pineapple sauce on it.
Pineapple.
It's pretty fire. Like,
yeah, dude, it's fire. Make sure you get out to Diaper Jam 2024 this year. We moved locations. We're not at Champs this year. We're moving over to Bourbon Street. We're going to have a great time. We're on 420 this year. So come out. We're going to have vendors. There's going to be food. We're going to have tons of bands. There'll be plenty of people announced coming up. Make sure that you come out to Diaper Jam.
the Cowboy Inn is Wichita's favorite neighborhood bar. For a great patio, great service, great vibe, check out the Cowboy Inn just south of Central on St. Paul.
We'd like to welcome a new official sponsor, Whiskey Dicks. They just signed on. It's a great bar. Me and Aaron love it. We love to get our old fashions there. They got happy hour from 3 to 6 every day. So make sure you get out and support Whiskey Dicks, a new official sponsor of the Aaron and Austin Show.
The Aaron and Austin Show wants to give a huge shout out to Eddie at Wichita by EB. Go check out his podcast, The Editorial. Check out all the stuff he's doing for food trucks. He releases a list of where the food trucks are going to be. He releases a list of where the bands are going to be playing. Just an amazing dude. Go support him. Find Wichita by EB. Support him however you can. Out Detox has been helping Wichita detox for 15 years. They have a great selection of CBD products, mushroom gummies, kratom, kava, and even legal THC. Hit them up, www.alloutdetox.com, or give them a call, 316-554-7459. Be all in with All Out Detox.
Check out the Rusty Nail for everyday food and drink specials, especially Hammer Time, every day from 4 to 7, half-price drinks. And on Saturdays, we have some of the best live music in town.
Diaper Jam 2024, the biggest lake party in Kansas. We have Brantley Gilbert, Stone Temple Pilots, Demon Jones, Wheeler Walker Jr., Upchurch, and Joe D. Messina. So it's going to be a killer lineup. More to come. A bunch of locals popping up on there. There's a whole beach party stage. We haven't announced an act on.
Yeah, and then we've got just so much going on at that show. Make sure that you're going to be out there. It's July 19th and 20th this year out at Lake Afton. Get your tickets as early as you can. There's going to be more announcements, more people coming out. They're doing 2 stages this year. The Aaron and Austin Show is going to be in the VIP section, podcasting live at the lodge all weekend long. It's going to be a blast. There's going to be camping. There's going to be dad bod contests. There is going to be a car show.
Shenanigans.
Awesome.
Hi, man.
How we doing?
Well, fresh off of St. Patty's Day parade. That's where we're fresh off of.
Took me a day to
before.
recover after that, man.
Yeah, I'm still recovering. It's like been 3 days, but it was a lot of fun. But we got Hey Radio in here today.
Yeah.
You guys haven't been in since we were
It's
in
been a bit.
we were in Monica House when you guys
Yes.
came in. So it's
Yeah,
been
I
a
think
hot
so.
minute. You guys haven't seen the new. You haven't been into the new space yet.
This
So
is- this
The new
is
digs.
a lot more comfortable, a lot more room.
Oh yeah.
So we had to get you back in here. You guys got a lot going on. We'll get to all that in a minute. Make sure you get over to Whiskey Dicks. Make sure you check out R&J's at Douglas and Hillside. You got 42 Below. All those are great official sponsors of our show, and we really appreciate them guys. So they always get them. They get the mention. They pay the extra bucks, so they get the mention.
Thanks, Tori, for the hair beads.
Yeah,
Those were killer. Those were awesome.
those were cool. He came through on those pretty, and they look
Yeah,
good.
those were
You
awesome.
still rocking them?
You got to take them out, or I'll break them in the glass. You know what I mean?
So like
I'll sleep in them, fling my hair against the wall, break them.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Fuck. Okay, makes sense.
Kinda
So what's going on, fellas? Go ahead and introduce yourself again for our fan base if they haven't seen. If you haven't seen them, or you end up liking this episode, go back and check out the one we had with them before. That was a really fun episode as well.
Oh yeah. I am Ian, lead guitar and backing vocals,
And a jokester.
and a jokester.
Yes.
I'm
yes,
Coda. I do bass for the band. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just chill.
He's chill.
And who were we missing?
We're right now missing Adam, Donnie, and our new guitarist Drew.
So you guys are 5-piece now.
We're back to being a
Nice.
5-piece again. Yeah.
So last time you guys were here, we were a 4-piece, right?
Right.
And it was you, 2, and Donnie was here.
Right.
And we didn't have the guitarist wasn't here, right?
Right.
And now we've added who?
So we've added Drew,
Oh,
who
nice.
he's just added so much to the
He's
sound
great. He's
in the
great.
field. Yeah, it's great. And the vibe is just awesome.
Who's lead singer?
Hell yeah.
That's Adam.
Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's how it was before.
Right.
correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys just kind of write and work together a little bit.
Yeah.
You-
Yeah.
right?
And we've been just coming up with new things of new sound, new vibe. Just you guys gotta check us out what we're doing right now, because what we were doing before compared to now is just like
You guys took a step, is what you thinking?
big time.
Took
Big
a
time.
big step forward.
Big time.
Good. Because I love the new single. It's Tuesdays Are the Worst.
Well, yeah, that was the one that came out.
That's
in-
how long ago was that? That's the one.
that came out January 16th.
Yeah, well, that one for me is like people always complain about Mondays, but for me,
Right.
Tuesdays are the
'cause
worst,
that's,
bro.
that's the funny thing about the song, because if you look at Sundays is like the day right before you go to work. Monday is your first day at work.
You just kind of
Right.
fuck your way through it. It's not that
And,
bad.
Yeah, then Wednesday, of course, is hump day. Thursday, hey, one day until the weekend. Friday, Saturday's the weekend. Tuesday, fucking sucks.
It does. Man. It sucks for every restaurant, every venue. That's.
Got
I
the
mean,
rest of the
yeah.
week
I mean,
behind you.
we film our podcast on Tuesdays because it is like an easy day for like most people
Exactly.
ain't doing shit.
Exactly.
Like
and,
most people ain't doing shit on Tuesday.
and that song, it's like everything's going wrong with you, but you know what? At least I got a drink. At least I can have a drink on this day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and you can most times get a real good special on Tuesday.
exactly. Exactly. But yeah, that was a single we put out January the 16th.
Yep.
And we've gotten a lot of traction on that. There's actually a station, KXFM in Laguna Beach, California, and they did the debut of that song
Oh, way cool.
like the week before. So because Rachel with the Rachel Rama show out there, she has done above and beyond for us.
How did you make that connection? Don't gloss over that.
Just saw a post online and just like, hey, I'm gonna see about submitting some music to you, because
Yeah.
it's like,
Pouring us out.
oh yeah,
That's
I've
what you got to do,
Yeah.
man. That's
I
really the whole
have
thing.
a-
Well, so you got to take your swing sometimes. You'd be like,
Yeah.
you'd be surprised who will
I
be
am a
responsive.
major
He will do
major horror of things, whether it's money or music. I'm just like, yeah, but
He'll do anything.
Anything.
but-
20 bucks is 20 bucks. Man. It's,
I mean,
you know,
hand job's still a job, dude.
yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. And hey, and also the lube over at Dylan's is not too expensive, so hey, there you
There you
go.
go.
Yeah.
But,
Lube doesn't seem to increase in price, does it?
but in any case, I saw a post about submissions, band submissions. So I said, hey, why the hell not? Let's see what happens. And I sent that song Punk Rock Show that we recorded, and that was what did we last year? Sometime last year we recorded that one.
I love
And
that you
released
guys keep making
Yeah.
making singles and stuff. Though.
Yeah. Yeah, and we sent that one to her. She absolutely loved it, and like not even 2 weeks after we sent it to her, she was already playing it, and she just keeps putting it on her shows. We did send her another one, but that's the one she always plays there.
Just use it like a lead in or something.
Sometimes, yeah.
Nice.
She even reached out to us to do a little blurb for the shows, which Adam and I did when we were over at a show over at Barley Chords, and
Like the station ID kind of thing.
yeah, and we
Yeah.
did a couple of them, just really goofy ones. She's used them both on there, along with the with that song as well as a couple of the others. And like I said, on the week before we did the official release, she played the song Tuesdays Are the Worst, and that had a big just
It's nice when somebody lends you a
Yeah.
little hand that's got a little platform, right?
exactly.
You know what I mean?
And the thing is, like, she goes to all those punk shows and the out in California, like LA, Laguna Beach, all those things, and she's passed her stuff along to people, and then we've gotten folks who've really dug it. Like I've gotten messages from like dudes from Zebrahead, and got one from one of the dudes from Teenage Bottle Rockets following stuff, and then we got some others who were just like, yeah, we dig your stuff, and we got another song come out. It's like, you want to come out to California? Like, well, we kind of can't afford to make it, but we'd love to if we
when's the
could.
California tour? Let's go.
Yeah.
If we could, because
Well, pay for us to come out there. We'll be there tomorrow.
Exactly.
yeah, because if we could do a West Coast, because I've got friends out there who would love to have us out, but it's a matter of all of us being able to do it with our schedules and
Yeah.
money.
And
of
that shit's
course.
not easy with the older you
Right.
get too. And everybody's got kids and
Exactly.
families and shit.
And that's all of us. a bunch of middle-aged guys doing punk stuff, and
Well, keep punking, dude. That's fucking awesome.
of course.
I'm
but
glad that you took a swing
yeah.
at this girl. And have you actually got to meet her in person yet?
not in person,
So you guys have a pretty good over the
big time In
email
fact,
relationship and
yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
in fact, she is going to be debuting our new single, which actually came out on the 26th, and it's
It's coming out on the 26th of March.
26th of March, yeah.
Oh, all right.
And that's the song "Cool Kids Table,"
Nice.
and it's another fun, just like skate punk banger.
Yeah.
So,
It's fun.
and just pardon me while I take a swig of this nice whiskey here.
The native.
Hey, shout out to
Yeah.
R&J's. We love you,
Thank you,
Dustin.
RJs.
Thank you, Dustin, over at R&J's.
Native is from Richardson, Texas.
It is good.
It's not bad.
Not
Not
bad.
terrible.
It's not bad. It's all right. That's every I make a face after every goddamn.
Yeah, it's a rye. I thought
But
so.
yeah, we're really excited about this new one, and just some of these opportunities are starting to pop up now because,
End of the
like-
month.
End of
Like
the month.
what opportunities?
Oh,
well,
Sounded like a segue.
yeah, seeing as this is going to air right before it,
that's why we're here, baby.
yes, March 30th, we are playing at not March. Yes, it is March.
That's
What
the-
Yeah,
hell?
yeah.
Wow.
That's the
Yeah.
punk.
Oh.
We're not Green Day
With
or
not
whatever.
Green Day. And the thing
Yeah.
about them is, like, you know how we have all these not only just cover bands but tribute bands.
Tributes.
Like Smells Like Nirvana. There was not RHCP, which is the Red Hot Chili Peppers
Yep.
national tribute. You have the like that group Better Than Kiss, which is your Kiss tribute band, which does like all the theatrics and everything. And they'd also tour with the guys with Hairball. But these guys, all of them are like 30 and under. Yet they're doing like all these Green Day stuff. In fact, on this show, because it's the 30th anniversary of the Dookie album, they're gonna do the
Oh, wow.
whole Dookie album front
Yeah.
to back. And
Nice.
they don't sound exactly like Green Day, but you know what?
They're not Green Day,
They're
so
not Green
hey,
Day, and it's
guess what?
fun.
Yeah.
And
It's just they're just doing their songs,
exactly, and it's
and that's a great album too. I mean, how do you
Oh,
not get down with
Dookie
that album?
album
That's
was great.
crucial.
And they use the Dookie album cover to
Yeah.
to recreate the
And you know, so many
flyer for the
so many
show.
people
Nice.
shit on it and everything, but if you look at it, yeah, at that time in 1994, the punk scene was kind of waning. It was
Yeah.
starting to change in there. Dookie helped really bring a lot of that SoCal punk style, and then all of a sudden we had bands like Newfound Glory was coming out, and Good Charlotte, who's pop, and Simple Plan, also pop.
And
And
you kind of sometimes, I mean, if you get real popular as a punk band, sometimes it does kind of cross over into that
right,
because it's kind of an easy. It can be turned
Right.
into pop.
Right,
it-
the line.
well, it
I
can
mean-
kind of be turned into pop music pretty easily.
Right.
I mean, because you guys are
Right.
already making shit that's pretty funny
and if you look
already
at,
anyway.
yeah,
You
and
know,
you
it's
look at
already
the Dookie
lighthearted a
album,
little bit.
that was like right after they had the Kerplunk album, which is when they released it independently. Then Dookie was when they're on a major label, and it's like not only do you hear the difference in the production style, but yeah, the evolving and everything, and it's just gonna be a fun night because we're gonna be the opening act out there. We start at 8:00, and it's gonna be
Is that an outdoor show by that time?
it's gonna be indoor.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did have an opportunity for an outdoor show, but COVID hit.
Yeah.
Yay, COVID.
Yay.
Yeah.
And then it ended up becoming an indoor. That was when we were opening for Fastball.
Oh, bet.
Oh yeah, that would have been a fun
Yeah.
show too.
Yeah.
That's all
That's
pretty
good.
cool.
Those guys are so tight, just music wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Personality wise, they could just but music wise, they're just amazing.
Yeah.
I
But
mean, not
Just
everybody's
be
gonna,
honest.
not everybody's going to be your
Right.
friend.
so we have that show coming up, and then May 28th, we will actually be at Temple Live opening for Alien Ant Farm,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
is
that'll be dope.
fucking amazing because
That'll be dope.
now everybody always knows them for like two songs, which are their cover Smooth Criminal as well as the other big single movies. But
Yeah.
those guys are so fun, and the music was so
Yeah.
tight they put
Oh.
out there, and people really need to understand and realize how great of a group they are. And they're back with a new album coming out. There's a single that's out there right now, and the new album, I can already tell it's gonna be a lot of fun. We're super excited about opening on this
It's gonna be
bill.
solid.
They're legit. I've seen.
That'd be
I've
awesome.
seen.
Yeah, I have
I've seen them played a bunch over the years. Like,
In fact,
I saw them play a show with
Yeah.
Real Big Fish.
Oh, bet.
Yeah, that was a
Nice.
fun show.
And
That was a real fun
I don't
show.
remember who they were with on that night, but I remember, and I'm gonna go super old school with a lot of folks here with the words "Rita's Little Uptown."
Yeah.
And I was doing stuff promotions with which is now Velocity Marketing, but used to and actually it's Mammoth, but it was Velocity and House of Blues with the promotion stuff and concerts. And we were doing a show. They were doing a show here with it was Alien Ant Farm at Rita's, and their photographer ended up not being able to make it to the show. So here I was with my digital camera, like the old one with the 3.5 floppies he'd put in, taking pictures of that show. So I'm gonna ask him, like, hey, you guys remember me? I had dreads back then. But
Remember, I ended up taking all those pictures for you those nights.
oh yeah.
Those old school cameras. Man. God, those things were crazy.
Oh
man.
yeah. And I actually found that old camera, but I need to see if I can find that disc somewhere.
I can't believe what cameras look like these days. You can take
Exactly.
film with it. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
that. I just like
Yeah.
like you see people holding cameras at the side of sports shit and stuff.
Mhm.
You're like those are cameras now.
And then you did
Those
you,
like
thought they
video
were-
did you
cameras
see
now.
what's
Yeah, I
on-
thought they were like
yeah.
camera cameras. How is
Yeah.
that? That's a real. You can actually take shit with that. That's crazy.
Mhm.
People filming movies with these.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
We got people coming in here to film a movie here coming up. Isn't that happening? Some like horror movie.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, I think
tight.
so. This happened.
Yeah, there's
Tight.
some random ass horror movie these young kids are making. I
Hell
can't
yeah.
wait.
Hell yeah.
So that'll be
Very cool. Very cool. But yeah, we've got that going on with the new single that actually drops a few days before the Wave show. And
So
that's-
when you guys are doing these
yeah.
singles, dropping these singles, do you then when you come out with the EP or a album, it's different? It's different from those singles, or do you
right, because we were thinking, and we're actually taking a bit of a page out of the band On Holiday, who is no longer around, unfortunately, but they were a band out of Oklahoma. And what they would be doing is all of a sudden, hey, here's a new single for you, and not a new single, just releasing
Right.
singles.
That's what the hip hop community does.
Exactly.
I mean, you got to stay relevant, and it keeps putting you back at the top of the search. Now I'm
Exactly.
back at the top of the Apple
Yep.
search. Now I'm back at
Right.
the top of the Spotify
Gives people
search.
a reason to check in.
I mean,
you
it's
know?
it's
Right.
nice. Like if you can pull out a release a month,
Mhm.
especially as a band. Anything that's not just being able to recreate beats real easy and
Right.
hip hop.
If you can do once a month, that's a big album a year.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? That's like
And then if you're doing music on top of that, you're really hustling, man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's what you guys are doing.
And just trying to get the name out there, trying to get the word out there, trying to get people noticing. And sometimes it's difficult, but we do what we can,
Yeah. Well, I mean, I appreciate you guys' hustle, man.
Yeah. Because after this, we're gonna take time we got a couple shows coming up, then gonna take some time working on a new EP, which right now gonna go ahead and announce what that brand new EP is gonna be, which we have
Uh-oh. Is this an official release here?
yes, it is an official release.
All
So
right.
you all get to hear it first. Because
Yeah.
we actually did announce this on the Rachel Lama show when Adam and I called in on that, but unfortunately some technical difficulties
It
came
didn't
in.
come out.
and
So
it
we
didn't-
snatching
yeah.
this. We
So-
snatching the story from Rachel.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the Aaron and Austin show is going to have the exclusive of the brand new Hey Radio EP, which is going to be a 3-song EP, going to be released in the fall or winter. And this is something called Chat G Punk T.
there we go.
Now, here's what it is. Because a lot of y'all know that I am currently a school teacher, and I have access to like the full on, not just like the mini school sub, but like the full on Chat GPT service through the district.
Nice.
What I've done is just for shits and giggles, I decided to see if I can get to create punk lyrics.
It probably wasn't that hard.
No, it was not. And you know what?
Yeah.
They
I've heard that's a pretty intelligent program,
Not so much, because they were cheesy as hell and hilarious.
but it
So-
gives you like concepts that you
Right.
can
Yeah.
change and turn into
So
something. pretty
I was
quick.
sending it to the guys saying, "This is hilarious. You know what? We should make an album of this." So we're gonna do like 3 songs with the lyrics that are generated by ChatGPT, but we do the musics, and the lyrics, some of them are super cringy. Like one of the songs, especially.
It
And
was called that song cringe.
actually, I have.
So mid, it's cringe, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say one that we are working on, which is a super fun one. That's going to be kind of the when I looked at the lyrics and I just came up with the riffs and everything, it came out to be really MCR sort of thing. And it's a song called "Kissing the Homies Goodnight."
Yep.
And
Ah.
basically, what it is,
Oh,
it's
man,
like
that's one thing
it's about platonic love and like your best bud give a kiss on the cheek or a kiss on the forehead before you go to bed and tuck them in at night. It's really fun. And another one of the songs on there is called "Where's My Hot Topic Gone," which is going to be a acoustic ballad that Drew and I are going to do, lamenting how Hot Topic changed from what it was to what is now. And then the other one is
I'll get the triangle.
yeah. And then
Yeah, dude,
What's it,
their shit's
um,
hilarious. Their
Best
songs
Friends
are
with the
hilarious.
Devil, is that what we're doing? Or
I think that's an idea we were.
that
floating
was an
around.
idea, like Best Friends with the Devil, where you based
The dad song.
oh yeah, that's the other one. We were looking at one that was Best Friends with the Devil, where it's like that might end up being like a B-side or a single just released out there. But
Maybe a bonus
the-
track comes
the other
out.
one's
If
called
you listen
yeah.
listen long enough after the third one.
But-
Remember that shit? You had to,
Yeah,
like
the other one I remember now. It's gonna be it's gonna be like your old school punk song called "Dad's Grilling," where it's about a whole bunch of dads standing around the grill, just watching it and just grilling together. And at the
Watching the
beginning, it's gonna be a
sports.
whole watching sports with your knee-high socks and the New Balance shoes or
That's
your
the thing.
sandals, and it's really funny and it's great. And I look at it's like we kind of got to embrace the whole AI thing, but at the same time have fun with it.
Yeah.
And as these are really, really cheesy, it's like this is perfect for punk. And knowing our style, knowing our personalities, this is gonna be a lot of fun. So
I dig it.
I mean, I could see how it could write like some really goofy fun, and then you guys could take them and just mix them in the right way and change some of the vocab, change some of the writing.
And the
But,
thing is that
but it
didn't
plot
even-
out a pretty goofy bunch
and we
of
weren't
bullshit
even
for you.
meaning it to
It's
be,
fantastic.
but the way it's coming out is hilarious. So yeah, y'all heard it first. Chat G Punk T, hoping to release it either in the fall or the winter, but that'll be a new
Three-song.
3-song EP coming from Hey Radio.
That'll be
It's
fun.
gonna be a whole lot of fun.
Love it.
And then from there, we're gonna start working on some just new singles, new EPs. That's just the way we're gonna go. We did the whole the full album thing, and that was good, but
That was the bangers, right?
that was the album
Mhm.
bangers.
Yeah, and that's what we're 2 years out of that from there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Great album. Go back and check out Bangers.
check it
Premature ejaculation on that one's a good
Yeah.
one.
Yep.
And we never actually had an official album release for it because COVID.
Right.
So when we did
all
the
comes
when
back
we
to
did the
COVID.
album release,
everybody's
two of
got
the
that
members,
sad
two of the
COVID
members
story.
were out sick. A couple didn't want to risk anything, so I basically showed up at our official album release party with my laptop, told people a little bit about each song, played the song for them, so they got to hear it that way. We still got to do it, but we never had a full release party. So we're for ChatGPT.
You just had some. You had a
ChatGPT
few
Punk,
listening
we're gonna do
parties,
that,
and
yeah.
let people
Yeah.
hear it.
Right, but for ChatG Punk 2, we're definitely planning on doing a full-on just release, which is gonna be a fun digital release on that. And
That's
maybe,
Oh yeah.
and if we can come up with the money for it, maybe even put it out on vinyl.
That'd be rad.
That would be rad to do vinyl,
Yeah.
like a little 7-inch.
Vinyls are starting to become. I mean, they always have been, but
Right.
they always circle back to being such a cool ass collectible.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And the
Yeah.
7-inch in the punk world, that's like
exactly.
that's always been.
Well,
like
explain.
that.
Okay, explain that a little bit to me, Aaron. What is there's a is it a it's not the 45? What is the difference?
Yeah, isn't it a 45?
Yeah, it's a 45. It's just smaller.
That's what the 7-inch is.
That's
It's the same as the 45.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, but it's 7 inches. It's like
Why is it a punk thing for those ones?
I don't know. I just always
Just
seen
like
punk
small
bands.
singles and everything like that. It's
Really?
like
Yeah.
one song on one side, another song on the other side. or
Yeah,
a
that's
couple
what.
songs
Yeah, that's what a
that sort of
45. I thought, okay,
Yeah.
so I've never.
Not like your full 12-inch, like 2 or 3 vinyls in one pack that fills out the whole album. It's just
I gotta
so
get
much
back in the
more, yeah.
vinyl game. I kind of. I got a hold, but it's just sad because I look over in the corner of my room downstairs, and there's just 2 big tubs full of CDs, and it's just
Mhm.
like, am I
Yeah.
invested in the wrong medium on that one?
Exactly. But yeah, we're really excited about this, and we're excited with the stuff that the new direction things are going with, and especially with Drew on this the
Mhm.
rhythm and occasional co-lead on there. It's the sound is just really evolved.
So how'd you find Drew, or did Drew find you? Well,
Drew found us. I was just putting a mention out there looking at expanding second guitarist, and then all of a sudden he shoots a message on there and talked with him, send him the music, and within 2 weeks he had learned how many songs?
Like 5.
5 songs.
There you go.
Totally learned them on there, and we're just building from that. So yeah, he's got an amazing style, and
I think it was
amazing confidence,
even
so.
before he joined us on a practice. Like he had done like 1 or 2 songs, like sent them to us, just recorded himself, and it's like that sounds
yeah,
phenomenal.
and that's a good sign. You know, you got
Yeah.
somebody that's actually going to like do the homework that helps.
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly. So we're really pumped about that. And we're actually while we're recording this one in a couple days on Saturday, we're gonna be playing up in Topeka at the legendary Booby Trap Bar, which is
Oh, yeah.
so much fun there.
Yeah, I
Friday.
had that one
Friday.
written down just because I thought the
Yeah.
legendary Booby Trap
Friday.
Bar was a
Yeah.
really cool name for a bar. I was like,
Well-
what the fuck is that place? I've never heard of it. So
It's
give us a little background on that place.
it's a fun dive bar / venue up in Topeka, and It's, I want to say almost like an upscale Kirby's in a way.
Is it the same size as
No,
Kirby's?
it's bigger.
Okay,
A
well,
little
I'm
bit bigger.
about to
It's
say
like-
my closet's as big as Kirby's. sorry, sorry, Kirby's, we love you.
It's
Oh,
like
I
the
absolutely love it there.
it's like the width of Kirby's and then like twice the length.
Right.
So it's a little
Okay,
deeper.
So it's like that
Yeah,
shotgun
yeah.
kind of room.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
The
No,
bowling
so
alley
bad.
style or
Yeah.
whatever they call
Yeah,
it.
we
now.
play there a couple times and it's always fun, and
So good.
people have actually been.
I mean, the name
Glad
of the
we're
name
yeah.
of it. It's I mean, how can you fail with the
Booby
booby trap
trap.
bar?
But it's so awesome, and I reached out to Brian, the owners, because I was trying to set up a weekend mini tour up there at Kansas City Lawrence. We were only able to land the Topeka show because gatekeeping kind of sucks, because we were trying to get either Lawrence or Kansas City or Manhattan, but we couldn't land there. But we were able to get Topeka, so it's going to be great. We're actually going to be playing with some friends of ours, the band Sloppy But Lucky,
They're solid.
and
yeah.
they're a solid.
Sloppy but
Yeah,
lucky.
they're a very solid Irish punk band from Topeka.
Mhm.
And the neat
I
thing
was
about
sold
those
at
guys,
sloppy but lucky.
and the neat thing about
I
those
was told
guys,
an Irish punk. I'm like, all right.
yeah, the neat thing about those guys is that they take no money from their shows. All the money
Yeah.
that they get, they donate to local, wherever they play, the local animal shelters.
Oh, that's cool.
So
And-
they don't take any money for like gas or nothing. They're just doing it all on their
well,
dime.
some of
They're
that
gonna-
too, but yeah,
Well, you
but
gotta do
they're
something.
but those guys, we did a show with them last year in Junction City.
Yeah, yeah.
And we are so pumped to play with these. Like, we reached out to guys and said, yeah, we'll definitely be on that one with you guys. So
Oh yeah.
it's gonna be a lot of fun.
They're super cool guys.
Oh,
Where they-
yeah.
Do you know where they're from?
Topeka.
Topeka,
Yeah.
sloppy but lucky. I'll look into it. Maybe we'll catch them in Wichita sometime. Get them on a show.
Yeah, I'm trying to
rad.
get them down here.
Yeah, if you do, let me know. Give me a heads
Absolutely,
up so I can
because
maybe schedule
they're-
something for you
they're
guys.
So
We'll go. Well,
fun.
if you get them on a show and like we'll do like something live. We'll
That
do a
would be
few
so
something
nice.
before like they can
Because
come
I
in together.
guarantee you,
When you get somebody in out of
yeah.
town, that's always fun because it's about the
Mhm.
only way you can make it work.
Yeah,
We-
y'all can.
We've been booking some punk shows here. We got some punk shows coming up.
Mhm. In fact, we're gonna be on one
Oh, nice.
coming up in.
Yeah, you guys
June.
are on a hideout show coming
Yeah.
up. Yep. You guys are on a shitload of shows coming up, really. Mhm.
For a while, yeah, because we got some stuff like the festival jam with the Smoky Hill River Festival out in Salina, which we've played that one. This is gonna be our 4th or 5th time playing that.
What's that? Is that a little 2-day, 3-day festival? How many days?
Excuse me. Yeah, it's a 3-day event. They have, it starts on Thursday with the festival jam,
Mhm.
where they have like 16 bands. Each one gets like 12 minutes of time on there, but you're playing in front of like almost 10,000 people
Oh yeah.
out there. It's so much
Yeah.
It's a
fun.
little intimidating, but it's so
Little
fun. It's so fun. Also, that stage is so cool.
Oh yeah, it
just
really
a giant
is.
castle.
Oh, really?
No way.
No,
Yeah.
badass.
Yeah. And we're hoping to get on Wichita River Fest. We've put out stuff there. We've applied every
We were-
year for years.
I mean, I'm not going to throw any salt on the thing I always actually support in town, because people talk shit about the Riverfest, and I've always said, hey, they went from 10, now it's 15, I think, for a button, but for that, that's a shitload of entertainment for
For
15.
$15, you get 9 days of
But
music.
I have heard from a few people that vendors and other things that they've got dicked around working for the
yeah.
like in bands
Yeah,
have got
I
dicked
would
around, not
agree
got
with that.
paid and shit. So
And you know
like,
what?
so I'm like, man, come on! Like if we're running this thing, it should be run tighter than that. We've been doing
Yeah.
it forever.
Well, I'll tell you this: if we end up getting on there, we won't have to worry about the pay because, well, hopefully we'll sell some merch out there. But the fact of being able to play
Just
for all
being
the
there,
people-
yeah, just being
Exactly.
there. I mean,
Yeah.
that on something like that, just like me and Aaron, he was smart enough to get us in the St. Patty's Day parade. We're just there
Mhm.
for the exposure,
Right.
So I mean,
And on this one, if you look at like, hey, we'll tell people, hey, we're gonna be over here selling our merch and everything. And as y'all know, we've got some really fun merch.
Huh.
Hopefully, we can sell some on that. There. But yeah, we've also applied, and we're waiting to see if we're gonna be one of the side acts or one of the bar acts for hopefully the Norman Music Festival in Norman, Oklahoma.
oh sweet,
Fingers crossed.
Because we're fingers crossed on that, because we applied one year, we were gonna do it, but then we had a personnel issue where we
I don't
lost a
remember at this
member
point.
on that one. And then that
just
was
like while you were driving, he fell out, or
no, he just,
Yeah.
he just
We left him at the gas station. I don't know.
he
man.
just kind of decided like I'm not doing this anymore. So yeah, and then COVID hit the second time, and then hopefully third time's a charm for us.
Norman's such a killer scene, man.
Oh, yeah.
I love it down
Oh,
in
yeah.
Norman.
Ooh, had a little burp.
Got the
in
deli
mouth.
down there. You guys
Oh, yeah.
played the deli.
I've been to a couple Norman shows because I used to really like to go see Cross Canadian Ragweed and like
Stony LaRue.
Stony
played down there a
LaRue
lot.
and Mickey and the Motor Cars and all that.
Mhm.
Guys.
Hosty duo down there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was always fun.
I've never gotten to go down there yet.
It's just like
Yeah,
one of those
super
towns.
cool.
It's one of those towns where especially if you go during the school year,
Mhm.
the majority of the fucking town is the school.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's, I mean, and most people,
For OU,
and
yeah.
Lawrence is the exact same way. I mean, people don't
Uh-huh.
realize when you go to the summer there in Lawrence, ain't a fucking thing going on there.
Exactly.
I mean, because that when you suck 60,000 kids out of that town,
Yeah.
there ain't
Yeah.
there, there ain't a whole lot going on.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Norman has that cool little bar district. So you
Mhm.
kind of walk around.
And
the
that's
bar
where
hop a little
where all
bit.
that stuff's going on. You've got those
Yeah.
main stages, and then you have all these bars just have shows nightly. So
Yep.
we're hoping to get on there, which would be a very fun thing because right now getting on the festival circuit as well as just getting the occasional show, hoping to get more shows here in town. We've been mostly doing the stuff like the smaller ones or trying to get out of town because we're having those opportunities.
do you
there.
guys do
So,
the Gunsmoke sessions thing too?
we did last year.
Are you guys
Um,
not doing it this year?
They haven't asked.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
I
That's
didn't
the
know.
big thing. Yeah.
Oh,
They
Hugo.
didn't reach out.
Hugo, what's going on
Yeah.
out there?
And we did a really fun thing last summer, which was like on the very last. It was right after Riverfest, and I actually need to reach out. So, Brian Norton, if you're watching this and you want to do another punk rock brunch, hit us
Let's
up.
go.
Do it.
Okay, explain.
Do it.
What was
Because we
What
did.
was the punk rock brunch?
We reached out because it was funny. There was this meme online talking about doing brunch or doing matinee shows for the old punks, and we were just
People
talking
that-
about it's like
yeah, people that like
Yeah.
grew up listening to punk. Like
I'm not
they're
gonna lie,
older guys now.
matinee any shows at my 40-year-old age. and
exactly.
I'm like,
Works.
that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
we actually,
I like
so
it.
with that, we
I'm home
actually
by
did-
9. I kind of like that.
So with that, we just ran with it and reached out. Our old member Dustin actually reached out to the guys at Norton and said, "Hey, what if we did a punk show, like and had a brunch and on that outdoor stage there, and it ended up happening." So on that show, we ended up having our friends in Goose Corpse and the Merkins came out, and then we headlined on that, and they decided to have like a brunch menu, and they did not expect as many people to show up as they did.
That's awesome.
So it was like the orders were kind of behind
A
on it 'cause
little
there was just-
delayed.
I
a
would
little delayed,
I
but
would
it was-
totally
it
jam
was
Hey Radio and the
slammed.
Merkins and have a
'Cause
brunch.
It was
Yeah.
slammed, but it was so much fun, and it was always singing. People were out in the
You guys are
in
just
that area
kicking
to
ass
sing.
at like fucking 11 o'clock in the
Right,
morning.
Exactly, exactly. And it's like,
I mean, who said that we only can party at fucking 10?
Don't
Like,
tell
you-
me how to live. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
but you had
there's something
um,
about a jam going on in midday.
right, and you had
It's a
three-
vibe, man. It's a
three
fucking
fun
vibe.
punk bands going on, like late morning to midday, and people coming in having brunch, having drinks, just chilling, and
And we were
outdoors.
done by 1,
We were
right?
done by 1, and it was perfect. It was amazing, and I would love to do it again. And
That sounds like a badass show. Yeah, I I'm make sure I'm gonna make sure I won't miss that this year.
So
You guys
yeah,
do that again.
me
Me and Aaron will be out there for that.
Yeah.
We won't
folks
miss
at
that.
Norton's, if you're watching this and listening,
Yeah.
we want to do it
Dan,
again.
isn't it? Dan Norton. Yeah,
Dan,
Dan's
and-
good people. He was check out
yes.
Dan Norton on our show.
Hell of
Few
a
episodes back.
supporter of the
Yeah.
local scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be great if we can do that. And
He'd be into that again.
yeah,
I bet.
Also, the food was awesome.
Oh,
yeah, Norton's kills it.
Well,
I had-
no. There's nothing at Norton's that usually isn't top
I
notch.
had
Even if some
chick-
even if
yeah.
some shit you don't like,
Mhm.
like they still do it well.
Yeah.
And it's still
because
good.
on mine it was a chicken fried steak with eggs and pancakes and the whole.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
there you
yeah.
go.
That's-
I had pancakes and bacon, and those pancakes were
Yeah,
phenomenal.
it was
I love
great.
chicken fried steak for
And then
breakfast.
and then having a cold beer on top of that
Mm.
too, whether it's from their selection.
And then
of
checking out a pretty cool punk show in the middle of the day. I
Exactly.
mean, that's pretty badass.
exactly.
I was eating my pancakes on stage. I didn't care.
Yeah,
They were so good.
Same.
I like that
in between
concept.
songs,
I like
walking
that
over to my amp, getting a couple bites, and go back and play it some more. It's like, yes.
Especially if
But-
especially if your demographic's a little older.
Right.
Like
right.
it works. Like, I mean, trying to get fucking millennials or whatever you call kids that are under 24 to an 11 o'clock show.
Not
Probably would be- I mean,
And I've seen that he has some other brunch things going on with stuff, but like this metal festival's gonna begin in October, I believe. But yeah, we'd love to do another punk brunch.
yeah, I'm sure he'd be there.
And I would love if it was like an annual thing, that would be awesome. And we've got a couple of bands in mind that we'd love to have on the second one. And if we do it again, excuse me, whiskey. But
It's not the answer, but technically speaking, it is a solution.
Homer Simpson
Hey.
said, the cause and solution to all of life's problems. Yeah, it would be a lot of fun to do something like that again. So
So you got, speaking of whiskey, you said you had something maybe stirring with the whiskey. What's that all
Kansas
about?
whiskey?
yeah, there's a company, Kansas Whiskey, that we've been chatting with because we have our third bottle we're going through right now.
All right.
I actually saw a post about it, and
You should have told us where we could have got it. We'd have got one for today's
Yeah.
show.
I know they definitely sell it over at Groves off of Rock.
Yeah.
Or not
Webb.
not Rock, Webb, Kellogg Webb.
Come on, Webb,
But
yeah. Hard as fuck to get to now. It used to be so
it
easy.
really
to get
is. But they have like your
Still a great liquor store though.
they have your brown grain whiskey in as well as your clear whiskey. And the clear, I actually, when we went to Gunsmoke last year, I took a bottle of that and we basically finished it that day. Well, a couple of us finished it, not Coda since he doesn't drink, but we had that. Then I end up getting another bottle, and then that one's pretty much gone. And then we have a third bottle, which is almost gone. And I actually reached out to them on a post on Facebook and how the band loves it and everything. And they're actually going to send us a bottle and some other stuff. We're hoping that
We're
trying
hoping
to
for
get some of
pallets.
that,
We're
yeah.
hoping for pallets of that.
Pallets of whiskey.
because we love it. We love it. It's great. And
We drink more of it. If
Yes.
you give, the more you give us, the more we drink of it.
because punk and whiskey, they go hand in hand, you know?
See, I feel like punk bands should be drinking like Malort, maybe. You know, like maybe a Malort
Well-
sponsorship. Would be
well,
in there.
You try to
Well,
push that shit on everyone.
Well, my friend and his band Kids on Fire up in Seattle, they like the Malort. So
Yeah, there you go. See, I
Sam, you're
knew it.
disgusting.
I knew it.
I mean,
Someone has to, I guess.
no one likes it. I mean, just like
Yeah.
everybody, just like you gotta. Sometimes it's a funny joke. There you go.
it is like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But
I've seen too many nasty faces to see that shit.
But we do have a bottle here if you'd like.
Oh,
to,
no,
like,
we do.
thank
We
you.
do have some. We do have some.
oh, thank you.
So you glossed over it a little bit. What's it like being in a punk band and still trying to be a teacher at the same time?
It's interesting because my kids have a lot of questions.
So
a lot of
of
I
questions
can't
that-
answer.
what do you
Yeah.
what do you do as a teacher? What do you teach?
Um,
Can you talk about it or no?
let's just say I help guide kids to the right direction.
He dabbles.
I
Nice.
doubt. Yeah.
So,
that's-
so do they know about your music and stuff?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice.
They have a
He has no
They-
shame in promoting it half the time.
true and a lot of them find stuff. And actually, there was one funny thing.
And the
I
teachers.
I did see one of the
Yeah, I was
kids.
about to say, what about the other teachers?
All the teachers know about it, but one of the kids was actually wearing one of the Betty White shirts at school. I saw him
Nice,
doing
nice.
that.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
And,
They-
just so you guys know, if you ever get a chance to check out, and you'll get some credentials for this later, but they have a bunch of funny merch.
Yeah.
And they caught someone wearing one of their really funny T-shirts. Is what it
Yeah,
said.
And-
check out our Facebook.
yeah.
We have all our shirts on there.
Yeah,
including a couple of new designs that we have right now, which is gonna be
Nice,
fun.
nice.
And we'll have them at the Wave show as well as the Temple.
You
Ave
guys
show.
have the Tuesdays are the worst as a T-shirt.
No.
That as that single. The
Wait,
single.
wait, no.
No, we have
The
the
single
new one
graphic?
for the new single that's coming out, but we don't have a Tuesday's the worst one. Maybe we should. I'll talk to Adam
Maybe.
about that. But
It's hard to pick what you want to run a shirt
Right,
for. Man. It's
exactly.
like it is.
Exactly.
Especially when you guys are coming out with singles. You guys do, and I don't want to get too far. You can finish what you was going with that.
But it was funny because he actually stole the shirt from his parents.
Oh, really?
And so
Funny.
yeah, like, it's mine now. And he's a fan too, so it's awesome. And yeah, people know. And I've seen some people at some shows, seen some former students at shows too, and some current students, which is like, this is a side of me that you should not be seeing and hear me say these things. But you know what? It's fine because you enjoy the show. So
If I remember right, one of your colleagues, one of my friends, she threatened one of her classes like, "Hey, I'll play Demery's music if you don't calm down."
oh, and you know they would have actually loved it. That's the funny thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So with all your cool shirts and all your single designs, who does all that? Who
Adam does
Yep.
takes care of all that stuff.
is it?
Nice.
Something he does, or he hires out, or
He does. He
does
comes up
all.
with these designs.
Oh,
and
really?
These ideas, and it's
'Cause if
really
you
fun.
guys-
Yeah.
he does the merch as well too.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you guys, like you said, on Facebook, you can get a hold of all that.
Mhm.
But their singles out and their bangers album cover and all their album covers and single covers are badass. Those are always really cool.
And then we have a new single which is coming out on the 26th. Like I said before, and it's a song called "Cool Kids Table."
Yeah, Cool Kids Table. Yep.
And that song is actually one that's it's a shout out to bands to like, hey, be true to yourself. Don't let all those gatekeepers drag you down, because in so many music scenes around the country, and not just music scenes, but in
Everything, man.
everything, you just
We
have
got
all those
gatekeeped a little bit
yeah.
at the dude. We got gatekeeped a
Yeah.
little bit at the St. Patty's Day thing. the radio dudes weren't trying to have us up in their area. It's
And that's-
fucking
and that's-
podcasters.
You know, that's what this is about. That's what the song's about. It's like, I don't want to be part of your cool kids table, but
We're gonna make our own table.
it is a fun old school punk banger, and I know that folks are gonna really dig it. It's like your true old school skate punk style, and we hope that everybody really enjoys that song.
Nice.
Because we enjoy playing it.
We enjoy it.
So
We really enjoy.
we're gonna
It's
play it no
fun.
matter what.
Yeah, it's fun. It is a fun
And
song.
well, that's why I say. I mean, that's what you get when you go to your guys' shows, when you check out your guys' merch, when you listen to your guys' music. It's all fun, man. That's what I like about you guys.
Well, it should be, right?
I mean, yeah, dude.
At some level, it's just music, man.
Well, they're fun.
Exactly.
Well, they
We're
take
playing punk music.
they
Exactly.
take, but they
Wanna
take their
have a
fun
good time.
music
Yeah.
really seriously, which is nice. They take their fun music really, like they show up on time. They got new ideas. They're a hardworking band,
Yeah.
but that's still fun. Is nice.
Mhm.
Well,
That's a breath of fresh air, man. We
Right,
see some
right,
people that
right.
are over serious about some shit.
I like to make things that I have fun with my business.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah.
My bad. I was like,
But-
you're right though. Man.
But yeah, you know, like it's that saying, if you enjoy what you do, you don't really work a day
Right.
in your life. You know, that same kind of vibe. If I can have a great time doing what I'm doing, man, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
But you still have to have like certain business ethics with it. You can't just be
Yeah, you can't just fuck it off.
Right.
Because I mean, there's a point where having fun gets to be where like, oh, this is something here, and we got to have fun and also take care of all this shit.
and sometimes vice versa. There's a time where the business ruins the
Right.
vibe of the thing.
Man,
you
it
know?
can, but you just try. I mean, you got to try not to let it. I hope a lot of people, when you get
Mm.
to really having to push your social media, and it gets annoying. and you
I
get
always
all
tell
the crap
myself,
it's-
hey man, I'm not in a cubicle.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
You know, that's our thing. We're really trying to get ourselves out there, trying to push and trying to get word out. And it's tough because there are when you have levels of the totem pole and seeing where certain folks are and all these things, just statewide, nationwide, all these things, like where we want to be compared to where we are, but we're still pushing, we're still grinding, and we're getting people around the country who are really starting to dig us. So now we'd really like to make sure that we get people here in Wichita really digging it as well, because we're fun. We want to do shows. We want to have fun. We want to
Yeah.
be part of the scene and all that. But it's just
Want to entertain?
we do.
we do, and you guys do. You guys
Yeah.
deliver every time I've ever seen you. So I mean, if you're ever fucking out and about and you see the show, and what's that next one? March 30th.
That'll be the March.
That's the-
30th.
that's the
Yeah,
wave
that's
show.
Wave.
That's
and
the wave, and you get
tickets are on sale, and it's
well, how much you think they are for that?
it's
show?
$20 in advance. I would highly recommend getting the tickets in advance because the day of the show it goes up to like $32.25 or $32.50, something like that.
Damn,
So
well,
yeah, get them ahead of
'Cause
time.
Bees.
And you know, I know a lot of people are just gonna kind of brush off because it's just some band playing a whole bunch of Green Day songs, not doing their own stuff. I have seen videos of these guys. A friend of mine actually saw them out in Reno, and just this last weekend, and told me that how fun that show was.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, you're not going
I'm
to see.
excited.
Well, Green Day's not coming.
Well, we
Right.
all love the music, but we all
Yeah.
love the music.
Well, I mean, Green Day's not coming straight up, and then if they are coming, they ain't playing the fucking Dookie album from front to back.
Not
you-
here,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
So
and,
you're
you
really
know,
getting a different experience.
and
a
it's
little
gonna
bit.
be fun because I know how people dig these tribute bands because Smells Like Nirvana, whenever they're at the cotillion, it's always packed for that shit. And those guys, yeah, they kind of even look the part. Their frontman looks kind of like Kurt Cobain, and they're so fun. And this is gonna be a fun show, and we want people to come see us and want people to come and have a good time. And that's what we're about. We want people to just have a good time with us
Have
and
some
party
fun,
with
damn
us. And
Yeah, I mean, you guys
Yeah.
keep doing the thing and keep applying for those festivals and stuff. too.
Right,
You guys
yeah,
fit
right,
right
yeah.
in for that shit. And that's the kind of thing we love to do too. We love showing up
Yeah.
at festivals. And
so we even actually last year we were trying to get onto Diaper Jam, but all that stuff was all filled up at that time. So
Yeah.
and Damn Jam's still a thing. So everybody that thinks that that's going away, that's
Yeah.
not fucking happening. But like those people have worked too fucking hard to give up on
exactly
what they're doing. So
to let David
We were-
Dennis
they
ruin
were-
their party.
uh-huh.
they were behind us in the St. Patty's Day parade this weekend, and they assured us that don't you damn worry, this Damn Jam is coming. So,
Nice.
And-
nice.
and what's great about this year in the meetings that we were having before the fucking bomb dropped, that they were really trying to instigate a lot more local aspect to the show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, a local stage is going to have its own stage. There was going to be anywhere. I think 5 total local acts. I think is what they were talking about, Aaron.
Yeah, and
a
I
couple
hope
of
a lot,
DJs as well.
I hope a lot of
lot
that's retained. You know.
Yeah, I think it will. I like, so what I've heard and I'm not breaking another huge news here, but there's 3 things that are going to happen. One, they're going to revote on this shit, and it's going to happen at the Lake Afton like they promised and like they were promised for 5 years to be able to handle. So the city's a little bit in breach of contract,
Right.
and then or 2, they're going to move it to a little bit easier space inside the city where the cops can be readily available if something happens, which is bullshit. And 3, if that doesn't work, they're going to move to a private property and tell the city to get fucked. So I think those are like the options. This is me outside looking in. It's no official word from the damn jam. I don't speak for them. We just do a lot of work with them. We love them over there.
Right.
But that's just gonna happen. They've invested too much time and money into it,
Yeah.
and I can't wait.
It's
to
way
do it.
too cool of a thing to just
It
let
really
shut
is.
it down over.
I never had chances to go, but I've always seen the lineups. It's like
And this is a new fresh start. Last year was a whole new committee. It wasn't the damn music festival that they were doing out at El Dorado.
right.
New people, kind of a little bit of a new direction where maybe a punk band's possible, where maybe a local non-country music artist is
Right.
possible.
Right.
Maybe where we can get something like Stone Temple Pilots in, something like Yellow Wolf, maybe even get something like, I think they might even one year take a swing for Jelly Roll. You never know. This is the kind of festival that you can't let Wichita slip away when Wichitans are the ones that are working hard their ass off on it. It's a local thing.
And you know what sucks about that? If you look at it, and this was actually something I did with my students when I did a little what I like to call my rocks recording industry 101 projects, where I was actually working with a accounting class of all things, and I gave them this project of actually, you are booking this tour for this band, and gave like these they had 5 different acts to choose from. I gave them cities and everything, and I took Wichita wasn't part of it, and the kids are wondering why. It's like, well, in all honesty, Wichita is one of those flyover cities where they say, hey, where can they go between Kansas City and Dallas? 9 times out of 10, Oklahoma City and Tulsa. Why? Because
they have a scene,
and they have that scene.
Their scene supports.
Wichita really could do so much more. Folks just got to get out there and support, because man, we got a great city here. We got great support that can be there, and we need to let people know, hey, we will show.
We got to pull them off the cover band.
Right.
Music. We got to pull them off.
Right.
We got to pull them off going to see the same cover band stuff over and over and over and over again. But what'd you think, Aaron? It can be done.
It could be done.
It can be done. It takes a bunch of shifts from a bunch of
because
people.
that reminds me of one of those back in my day moments from college where T95 had this show called Spring Jam over at the old Kansas Coliseum, and it just so happened all these bands happened to be on tour at that time, so they ended up booking this one thing that had let's see, the Nixons were the big headliner on there, but it was weird because you had bands like Jimmy's Chicken Shack, Stabbing Westward, Rob Halford,
just anybody that was running by there.
Yeah, so Rob
and
Halford,
Jimmy's Chicken Shack, I can't believe you pulled them out. They are awesome.
Oh, I love them. I love them so fucking much. But that's where I also saw this band too, which I had no clue who they were. Then all of a sudden I hear this voice like, holy shit, that's Rob Halford of Judas Priest. And that was like his industrial kind of thing that he was doing with John 5. And Stabbing Westward was on it. This amazing band that's no longer around called Course of Empire was on that one. You had a local stage on that too, but it was so great. It's like, why don't we have more of this?
Yeah, we kind of abandoned that shit.
Mm-hmm.
They used to do They used to do the T95 Ozfest too
exactly,
as well. Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, even Riverfest used to. I mean, I remember Riverfest even not even knowing that I was watching this guy. Like, they would have that big stage. They would close off
the West Bank stage.
The West Bank stage. And they would close that shit off, and you'd have King Me, Phil, and
that
all
thing
the
was killer back then.
Yeah, I mean, it was a jam, man. It was a jam.
It really was.
They didn't section it out, kind of.
No.
The downtown scene that they do now doesn't suck, but going to watch you guys, it was more of a like we're getting into a concert, and here's like a bunch of shows, and like it's not the same. As
and you remember, I remember actually doing when it was the block party, where they had all these different stages, all these different bands playing, and my old band, which I'm not going to name right now because it's very horrible memories for me, but we were actually on that, and we were playing on. It was like this semi bed, this semi bed, and all of a sudden, while we were playing, all these folks who were over at the main stage were starting to walk over while we were playing over there, and it was so fun on that thing. It was the only time I've ever played Riverfest. and we're trying. We would love to do this. We would love to be on stage and play out there, because I guarantee Riverfest people, if you're still choosing acts, we will bring a show. We will have a lot of fun. We'll edit our lyrics a little bit.
Yeah, well, now it's a whole like application process. You have to apply by like
exactly, and all these things.
Do you have to pay? Do you have to pay like we did?
You have to pay an application fee
on all that shit.
We didn't have to pay an application fee. We had to put all like, here are your references. Here's like lyrics. All
I think
like,
now you have to pay a fee.
We were talking about trying to do something at the Riverfest, but me and Aaron were like, I didn't really know what we would do. Like, really. There's so many sectioned out spots.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know. We'd just be moving shit all the time. It feels like
spaghetti cannon.
But right. I miss
Jello spaghetti cannon.
I do miss that the city used to have a lot of that, and we could have it. We could have it, folks. We just got to promote it. We got to be out there. We got to show, you know,
and we have to support it at the grassroots level, or we're never going to get to the bigger level.
Exactly.
You know, if nobody supports it here, what makes me spend $20,000 to get it here,
right?
Or $50,000 to get it here?
And that's the sad thing about the damn jam started here, and we can't. And the fucking now the city's trying to fuck with us.
It's David Dennis. Let's call it what it is.
Yeah,
okay?
we know David.
It's not the city. It's not the city.
We saw you.
Fucking David Dennis as well.
Oh no, those lyrics are so bad.
Should we make anti-David Dennis t-shirts?
You know they'd sell like hotcakes. They would.
I will buy one.
Hashtag fuck David Dennis.
They would sell like
not only would I buy one, but I would wear one during one of our shows.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome. And
I mean,
hashtag fuck David Dennis with the Aaron and Austin logo on the back.
Get me one. I will wear it in my show. I will wear it in one of our shows.
That poor old man's retiring. Fuck that old man.
Yeah, but he could hear this podcast and not remember what the fuck he said about it.
Yeah,
in like 10
he'd be like, "Who are these two fucks?"
He's like, "Where's my Jello?"
And, you know, I'm gonna go a little bit off topic on that thing, because everybody's saying how, if we keep these bands like Will Walker Jr. and his naughty lyrics and everything, all this shit, and we keep that away from them, you know what? You're trying to protect the kids.
It's not a family event.
There's this one thing called the internet, and you're gonna have ways to find all this stuff. You tell them no, people are gonna find it, and you know what? They're gonna enjoy it, because Wheeler Walker Jr. is so much fun.
He's hilarious.
I have seen him live, and it's
funny as fuck.
And you know, it's funny because if you think about it, it is a total act that he's doing as a persona.
Yeah.
And
well, yeah, I remember when it was an act. It started out as a skit.
Yeah.
It was a skit on a fucking TV show, and he did it in front of those old people at an old folks' home, and it's caught on as he made a whole fucking career out of it. I remember when it was just like eating pussy, whatever that song is, what it was. And
eating
it was,
pussy, kissing ass, kicking ass,
kicking ass, and kicking ass. And it's blossomed from there. I mean, it's kind of like the Cable Guy. People don't realize the Cable Guy was just a persona of one of his acts, and it caught on, and that's the one he just
exactly. It's funny because with some of the stuff I do, especially my DJ and karaoke gigs, I've got a lot of Wheeler Rocker songs, and people love doing them. And but what the funny thing that people don't know about him is that his older brother is actually one of the big songwriters and the instrumentalist of the band Scissor Sisters. Here's the guy, Baby Daddy, in that. So yeah, I fucking love that band. I wish they hadn't gone on hiatus, because they're such a fun live group. But it's funny about them. So
yeah. So this guy worrying about some funny fucking basic comedian.
Who sells tickets, guys? I mean, people are driving here to see him.
Well, that's why he freaked out, because he knows that last year they tried to think they was going to get about 10,000 people. The weather fucked them. They probably would have. I know they got close to 5 pre-sales with everything, but they know with Willie Walker Jr. they might get like 9,000 motherfuckers.
And he did a show at Temple Live in the main theater and everything. It was sold out. Yeah. I heard. I saw the pictures, the videos. Like, man, that's amazing.
And if I'm booking a festival, I got to look at that and be like,
exactly.
And that ain't even their fucking headliners.
Exactly.
The people the Jody DeMessina, Upchurch, Stone Temple Pilots, Wheeler Walker Jr., and Demon Jones, another guy that I didn't know that well, are not even. They're not even the Friday or Saturday.
Telling us that
the Friday or Saturday headliners
for
both days. The headliners have still been not announced for both days. So like they got some shit in their pocket they're trying to pull off.
Yeah.
So the city needs to get the fuck out of their way, in my opinion. But aside from all that shit, where can we get everything? Where can we get everything? Hey Radio.
We have
got to make that.
Yes, we
hashtag
have.
fuck David, whatever his name is. Dennis,
And
whatever.
like I said, give me that shirt. Give me in a 3X because I like them nice and
Same,
bulky.
same.
Yeah.
Nice and bulky and loose.
Nice and long too.
Long
like-
enough.
Exactly. I will wear that on a shirt like nobody's business.
Let's
I'll wear
go.
that
We'll
show.
put that on our
But-
TikTok.
We
Yeah.
have a website. Our main one is our Linktree. Link or linktr.ee/Hey Radio Band.
You memorize that?
Yes. Well,
Jesus
I'm the one who manages
Good
all
job,
that shit.
buddy.
and that has all of our socials. That's our Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, which
Can we get to
We're
your
gonna
link
start
tree
working
from
that one.
Facebook too?
yes,
Okay,
yes,
perfect.
it's on our Facebook. Words. Facebook.com.
Slow down.
Take a breath.
Facebook.com/Hey Radio Band. And
There's
the
official
Linktree link is on there. You get our Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, which I will still dead name it as Twitter. Fuck you, Elon Musk.
Me too. I'm not calling it X either. Fuck that shit.
Sounds so dirty when you call it.
We also
X.
have our merch booth link, so you can get merchandise custom printed up to 5X on there.
There you go.
Yes. So all y'all big boys
Yep, that's what I need.
Got
I, need,
stuff
I
on
wear
there.
I wear 4X. So
There you
and
go.
hoodies. Yes, we have some stuff
Hoodies,
some
hoodies.
designs on hoodies on there.
nice.
All of our social stuff on there. Basically, all of our socials is gonna be something /Hey Radio Band. And go on there, follow us, support.
What's
where
the
can
best
we
place
get
to
stuff?
find your music? What's
Everywhere.
Spotify?
Yeah, we got Spotify.
Is that
like
the one you push them to first? Spotify.
Right,
Okay.
usually.
Spotify.
And-
check them out on
And
Spotify
on our
first.
Facebook page, there's actually the pre-save code, but by the time this airs, it's all already be out for Cool Kids Table.
Yes, sure will. On
But-
26th.
Yeah,
This will be out next week.
right. So all the stuff is out there, and we've got all those links on our Facebook page. Get out there, support. We're gonna get new stuff out for you. We always and thank you all for who are supporting us. We've got over 1,100 followers on our Facebook page, which is awesome. So
Hell yeah.
we appreciate each and every one of you. We appreciate the support here in town, outside town, all that stuff, and one more little shot here. And yeah, thank you guys for everything because we wouldn't do this if not for you.
Yeah, make sure you check out everything. Hey Radio, they're badass. They're always a lot of fun. Like I said, if you can tell by the interviews, like their fucking lyrics are fun. Their merch is the shit. Like they're a good show for sure. So
And
make
be
you
sure to
it
check out the new song. Be sure to keep a tab out for the new stuff we're gonna put out with the Chat G Punk Tea because I guarantee you guys are gonna really enjoy this thing.
It's gonna be so stupid. I
It's
love
gonna
it.
be so stupid, so fun. Especially the kissing the homies goodnight, the dad's going, and then the little acoustic ballad that Drew and I are gonna record. Which
I love
is
how you
the-
guys still have like the
yeah.
little boy Snickers about the songs. That you make.
yeah.
the-
It's still so much like
the where-
it's
but
still
that
so
one-
very
that
much
one-
like 7th grade Snickers about
Yep.
this song. I can't wait to.
I wrote a song about poop.
yeah, the where my hot topic on song, and of course, I'm actually gonna be working on doing a solo release, or some way of getting that PNC song we talked about it last time. So
Hell yeah.
yeah, it will be released eventually, even if it's a
Someday.
standalone single, but it's gonna be
I
fun. So.
forgot how that song goes.
Oh, I'm
You'll pick it right back up.
I made
It's
it
recorded
yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. But yeah, thank you all everybody who supported us, and
We love you.
Hey,
we
well,
love
hey,
you.
hey, thanks for being on the air.
Yeah,
and also
thank you
for-
guys for coming out, man.
You
Always
guys
good
are always,
time.
you guys are always a fun episode.
Oh, yes.
We're headed up to R&J Liquors today, and he goes, "Who's on the show today?" And he's kind of giving me like, and no offense to all kinds of other people, but he's like,
Yeah,
he goes,
don't say names. But
he goes, he goes. I go, "Hey, radio." And he's like, "Oh yeah, sweet."
I was
that'll
like,
be-"
oh fuck yes.
It's not that some of you guys are boring, but it's. Guests are more serious. You know, some of these shows like this, we get to
I
have a
almost finished this bottle today.
yeah, we might as well.